Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about why you shouldn't be on social media. So have you ever looked at the time and realized how late it is or how fast time went by without you even feeling it? I bet you're mindlessly looking through your Instagram feeds, looking at people's stories and Snapchat, or watching YouTube videos. You all of a sudden have this feeling of disappointment because you feel so unproductive and your day was just wasted. During this time of quarantine, a few questions have come up to me and made me realize how social media has grown to be this addictive and distraction instead of doing important things in your day-to-day life. So today I'll be talking about why you should stay away from social media and look into the benefits you get instead of wasting hours and hours of your valuable time. If you can't completely stay away, I'll also be talking about ways you can minimize your time spent on these platforms. To start, let's look at the type of people that don't use social media. And you may be surprised, but a lot of successful people don't actually use social media. Some are celebrities like Emily Blunt, Benedict Cumberbatch, Scarlett Johansson, and Brad Pitt even. Many of these each have their own reasons for keeping away from social media. Some, it's about privacy and keeping away from the public. Others, they just don't want to see people cook food and post about their selfies and their day-to-day life. That's boring to some people. One in particular reason that stuck out to me was how successful people are always looking for ways to continually improve themselves as individuals. And they view social media as a distraction instead of a tool. Now, there are always things around us to learn and gain from, and skills that you can teach yourselves. I find myself wasting away hours and hours, days, even losing sleep, just scrolling through feed, and I don't gain anything from that. Now you may think you're bored, and that's why your life is not even interesting enough, so that's all you can do. You can just scroll through social media. That's all to do. Now that's where I believe you're mistaken, because with the hours spent, you could be reading books, benefiting yourself, not nobody else, but yourself, to teach yourselves a new skill and to learn new things that you can use in your day-to-day life. You can teach yourself how to play the piano. You can get online classes, teach yourself how to use a computer for IT work and graphic designing. You could even go to your mom's kitchen and teach yourself how to cook. Not to just be cooking cup noodles all day. These are all skills that can be learned if you put in the time and effort for, instead of just scrolling through your Instagram feed. Not only is time wasted on social media, but according to avogel.co, many teens who are found active on social media have a negative mindset and mood swings more than people that aren't active on social media. More anxiety, more depression, more insecurities. These are just to name the big things that are affecting the young age in today's society. Sleep, which is one of the most important things in the day-to-day life, is wasted away just because we stay in bed and look through our Instagram feed. And some may say, oh, I'm a night owl, I can't sleep early, not knowing the time they spend is actually on their phone using Facebook and watching YouTube video. Now that you know the negative effects of social media, how can we improve? If you're like me, all the majority of millennials, you almost feel like you can't live without posting a story or watching your daily YouTube video. Like any habit or addiction, it's a hard and slow process to get rid of. Some ways that will help you slowly is to limit your usage of certain apps. There are ways to go to your phone. I know in iPhones you can put in your settings to limit apps, and you can limit your Instagram app for like 2 hours a day and things like that. The less the better, A more drastic way is to delete the app completely, or even more drastic way is to just delete your social profile. Now, personally, that option I like on deleting the app, because something that is out of sight is out of mind. A less drastic way is to just limit yourself to 1 or 2 social media accounts. I also use that. I don't use Twitter. I don't use TikTok or any of the newer social media accounts, because I know that I'm just going to get sucked into it and all my time is just going to go into it. Now, as I close, I hope you've realized some things that you could do better just by scrolling, just instead of scrolling through your feed. Whether it's to learn a new skill, boost your mental health, or get better mood swings, or even get more sleep. These are all important things that constantly checking. These are more important things than rather than constantly checking who posted what. True, there are still benefits to using social media platforms for like businesses to connect with people who aren't necessarily close to. However, like many things in our society, things are that are used excessively or have no benefit. So whether I'm convinced you to drop out of social media completely, that's up to you. Or even if I've made you use the apps less, then I've done my job. Thank you guys. That's all.